everyone, hope you guys are doing good. It's been a while, and for today's session I'm going to show you how to connect NetSuite data via JDBC to like an ID of your choice. I'm going to show it via a third-party tool called DataGrid, which lets you query NetSuite data through SuiteQl. So to get started, you would either need to be an admin or have the ability to create a SuiteAnalytics Connect role or already which is defined to you, so that you can access this SuiteAnalytics Connect page. The permissions that are needed for this particular the SuiteAnalytics Connect and SuiteAnalytics Connect read all permissions. These two permissions allow for accessing the driver page. So this here you would also see your account ID, account name, service host. So get started, just download this to a location of your choice. Once you're done downloading this, I would go into DataGrid, right? So in DataGrid, all I need so DataGrid is a third-party tool where, like I said before, you could connect to NetSuite via JDBC. So all I would do here is click on New, click on Driver. So in the driver section, I'm going to so I already did create one. So I'm just going to show you guys what I did. So I named it NetSuite JDBC, and then in the driver files I clicked on add this particular location for me, so like JDBC drivers nqjc.jar file. So essentially what you're going to do is you'll have to select that particular jar file. So I can quickly show you is NetSuite JDBC. Yep. So this is the jar file I'm going to select. Click on OK. So once this is selected, right, you're essentially creating the driver. So click on apply and click on OK. So this creates that driver that you can then use to build your connection to your NetSuite instance. So the way that works is once the driver is installed, so I'm going to cancel out of this, click on new, and then I'm going to click on data source and then select NetSuite JDBC. So essentially we're going to use this driver to then create the connection. So NetSuite Sandbox, let's say if I'm connected to Sandbox, I would need to authenticate with username and password. This would be your NetSuite username and password, right? So, and the details for this is what I'm going to give you guys. So if you see here, I have the connection links for production and for Sandbox. So all you would need to do is your account ID is your URL. It will be on your NetSuite's URL. So this is here. For Sandbox, it needs to be -sp1 or like whichever Sandbox is sp2 depending on your Sandbox. And then make sure it's underscore here in the account ID level. Otherwise, it's not going to work for Sandbox. So make sure this is the same URL. All you would need to do is edit the account ID, the role ID, and change the account ID here. And if it's Sandbox, make sure it's dash here and underscore here. So for production, it should be very straightforward. So make sure you have your account ID here, and then the role ID, which basically has permissions to your SuiteAnalytics Connect role. So once you have this, so for example, I'm just gonna copy paste this into the URL section, enter like the username and password, and then click on test connection. So like once you click on test connection, this it should say connected. So this is how you are able to connect to your NetSuite data to JDBC.